So the next part that I want to discuss has to do with
Hmm.
how we've moved forward into modern technology. Now we're gonna start by talking
Right.
about the impacts based upon studies right now on
Mm,
all of this automation we're putting into
right.
reliability maintenance, AI based predictive maintenance or condition based maintenance technologies, and the fact
Right.
that a lot of people are starting to report back an increase in cost because they're trying to
Right.
leverage that to reduce headcount in the reliability and maintenance space. So I
Right.
will start with Silas this time because otherwise he'll interrupt you, June. We'll start with Silas this time and say, okay, Silas, take a look at some of the studies that you can find and tell me what the impacts are. What are industries reporting back based upon all these new sensor technologies and the application of AI?
Right.
Afterwards, we're going to talk about why that's happening. But go ahead, Silas.
Oh, look at that. Silas gets the first word, like a kid in a candy store. All right, Silas, dig into the studies.
I just asked you to dig into this study, Silas. You've lost track of the fact that you're Silas. Oh, he dropped out. Okay, June, why don't you go ahead and then we'll bring Silas back online after you speak.
Sure thing. Picking up from there, the studies show a mixed picture. Where predictive maintenance is done well, downtime and defects drop. And this sets up your next bit. The wins depend on implementation and people. So if you cut the very expertise that turns data into better decisions, the tech can't cash out its promise. And that's the bridge into why it's happening.
Exactly. So I think what you're talking about is
Hmm.
the concept of human in the loop when we're talking about these
Right.
AI tools and so on.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Silas, what's your take on human in the loop with all these new modern tools, automation, and sensors?
Hmm. Right.
Well,
AI
Silas
can
would say
flag
that without a
patterns.
human in the
And
loop, it's just a fancy
but
autopilot
but
waiting to crash.
right.
Tech is great, but if you cut out people who actually understand the context, you just get faster at making big mistakes. So Silas says,
Right.
keep the humans or enjoy your expensive failures.
Exactly.
Exactly. The durable play
Glad.
is augmentation, not simple substitution. Let AI surface signals and let humans supply context, planning, and learning. That loop is where the returns actually live.
And Silas is going to like this part because one of my observations is that we see through marketing and sales and primarily aimed towards investors that the whole
Right.
idea is to not do that and is to replace
Right.
human beings with
Mm,
automation, which we're
hmm.
nowhere near that stage yet, in my opinion. So, Silas, how do
Right.
you see this?
Oh, Silas sees it exactly as it is, a pipe dream. Replacing humans entirely is a great story for investors, but in reality, the mess just gets bigger. Silas knows that automation is a tool, not a replacement, so until machines can complain as eloquently as humans, we're stuck with each other.
Hmm. That lands. The pitch is augmentation, not elimination. Use tech to free people for judgment heavy work. That's where the return lives.
Exactly,
And
and what we see is that human judgment, which cannot really be replicated at this time with AI, which as we're watching some of the applications, we're seeing, there's a rush forward to implement
Right.
tech without fully understanding it, and a lot of the people that are
Hmm.
pushing it forward and promoting it for a lot of
Right.
different applications don't understand the tech to begin with.
Right. And
exactly,
I
it's like
think
selling
that's
a
the
sports
key.
car to someone who doesn't know how to drive stick. Without understanding the tech,
Right.
you just get fancy failure. So, as fun as chaos can
Right.
be, maybe we should stop pretending we can automate common sense.
Exactly. Build the human system first, then layer the tech. Otherwise, that shiny car never leaves the driveway.
Exactly. Before you rev that engine, know where you're headed. Because if not, you're just speeding toward the next predictable mess. Only faster.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's get into some of the dangers as we're rushing forward in this tech, and we now know, and we do know, that people don't necessarily understand the tech and the dark side of what can happen. So, Silas, you're the red teamer in this. I mean, when we start implementing a lot of sensors in a plant, what can happen with that from a red team perspective?
Well, from my delightfully
I'd say-
skeptical viewpoint, if you scatter sensors like confetti and don't secure them, congratulations. You've built a playground for cyber attacks. Your smart plant becomes
Right.
a big hackable mess. So without security and actual strategy, you're just automating disaster. Red team says, fix the holes before you invite the chaos.
Exactly. Bake security and fallbacks in from day one and test that human in the loop under stress, not just on paper.
So,
Because,
go ahead, Silas.
oh, with pleasure. The truth is, if you don't have humans ready to intervene, all that automation is just waiting for a meltdown. You can't red team your way out of human absence, so keep them in the loop, or enjoy the inevitable oops.
Exactly. Put people and security first, then scale. Otherwise, it's just speed without control.
Exactly, because scaling chaos is easy. Scaling sanity,
Exactly.
now that's the real challenge.
Okay.
Precisely. Scale sanity. That's how reliability stops replaying the same old loop.